Preview. Preview.
AfroLiveFM.com. Make sure you're tuned in, chimed in, lock it in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Ooh, she has beauty. Ooh, she has sass. Ooh, she has fire. Ooh, she has class. Ooh, she's got that talent so good, it's in my bag. I am Lola Fayola. This is the Lola Lashade Lifestyle Show, the Afro-Caribbean Fusion podcast show, where we are exposing local and international talents within arts and entertainment. And we are encouraging you to follow your dreams and answer your calling. Yeah! Hey, 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 what's up, Toronto? What's up, world? Empress Lola Fayola right here in the studios, AfroLiveFM.com. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Click in, chime in, whatever you want to call it, because we have a special one here for you today. We are speaking to none other than musical talent, Mr. Captain Love is in the building right here in the studio with me. Captain Love, how are you today?
I'm doing fine. I'm blessed. Thank you for having me on Afro Live FM.
That is it.
Listeners, onlookers, welcome. Stay tuned with us.
That's right. We want you to stay tuned. We want you to tell more people. Lock it in, share. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the platform, okay? Let's get into it. Dr. Love, you have been doing music for quite some time now.
Yes.
And I would like you to just express and let everybody know, the viewers and myself as well, as there's so many history in your artistry and your talents that it's just impossible for me to learn it all within, a few days or a few hours. So, after this, I'm sure you're going to have people clicking onto your pages, trying to figure out, wow, what is Captain Love really about? He's been going and going forever. Talk to us about your journey, how it started.
Music got into my genes when I was born, and I will explain later. So my mom was a gospel soloist, and I went to church with her almost every Sunday. My brother, he is or was a talented professional guitarist and singer.
Wow.
My brothers and other sisters, they play music all day. Reggae, R&B, soca, jazz, name it.
They played it.
So I was always listening to music. I'm always in an environment where there is music. My town, Spanish Town.
So you are Jamaican.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to all the yardies.
Big up. So I got so involved with music, I wasn't even aware. So I started to go in dance and parties when I was like 12.
Ooh.
As
an artist, or just to enjoy the vibe of the atmosphere?
Just to enjoy the vibe. And I went to talent shows and concerts in the park in Spanish Town. I steal myself away and go big people dances late at night. That was how I love the music. And so I was eventually taught how to play the guitar. My brother taught me, and Merrick Dyer. And so I started to get more involved as I grew older. And the environment that I was grown up in was very challenging. And so I had to be street smart. And I had to exercise wisdom. And so my love and the concern that I have for the people where I came from began to speak to me. And I say to myself, I got to share my stories. And so I chose the vehicle of music. Music is a part of me. And that's why I'm so passionate about it.
Well, that's the thing, right? Most artists are passionate about their artistry, and you should be. I mean, it's your passion, it's your talent, it's what comes naturally. And also, you were born and raised around it. And then in the streets of Spanish Town, you already know what it is, right? You have to be tough, and you have to know your surroundings, and all of that stuff
Yep.
is definitely vital to
Yep.
being in a community like Spanish Town. If you know, you know, right? So it's very, very important that you grasp and that your family and your mother, your father, they were already musically inclined, and you just kind of naturally vibe to that. And it's a good thing because you took it to a positive level, because music can be this or it can be that, right? And depending on how you choose to express yourself. So happily, you took to the side that was positive, and you wanted to see the people in your community, celebrating with you instead of going to things that were toxic or things that were, not the best situation. So music was the answer to get you into a good vibe, a good energy. Correct?
Exactly.
So did you start off, what kind of music did you start off playing? What kind of instrument did you start playing?
The guitar.
The guitar.
But I now play the piano.
So okay, so you've upgraded yourself now from the guitar to the piano, which is amazing. I would love to hear you play the piano and the guitar. So what type of music were you playing with those instruments?
I play R&B, gospel, reggae, Afrobeat, a bit of jazz, funk.
So everything that you were
Yeah.
hearing around
Yes.
you basically emulated and created
Yes.
your own music from those tones and beats and vibes.
Exactly.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So let me ask you this. How did you come about the name Captain Love?
All right. People who knows me from a very tender age, they said that, oh, he's so quiet. People respect me because of my honesty and my care, the care that I give others around me. So eventually, one of my good friends say, let's call you Captain Love, man. And I said, okay, I will live up.
To the name.
To the name.
Oh, that's amazing. And I guess it just comes naturally. So it's not too hard to work at. And so with that being said, I would assume then love is, your secret code, what you go by. Talk to me a little bit about, the values and how, your family influenced you in those ways, because it's important, family, especially the ones that, your immediate family, mother, father, siblings, they groom you. So that means your family had to have shown you a lot of love. I'm only assuming so, but if I'm not correct, please let us know.
You're right. My mom and dad took care of us. And so even when I was not aware that my dad wasn't around, my older brother, he says, Captain, look, man, Dad always took care of us. Don't listen to what other people are saying negatively. Mom is always 110% there. She's a workaholic, was a workaholic. And so we were assured that we would be attending school, attending church, being in the right company. And she taught us how to stay out of trouble.
So now she was away working, providing for you guys and everything. So how did that impact you, like in a negative way per se? And how did she, because as boys, especially growing up, you want to get yourself into all kind of things. So being that she was not there to see you guys, make sure, sit there, go over there, where are you now, da 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 da. How did she stay in control and on top of that to make sure that you guys were successful in being, positive role models throughout your lives?
The prayers,
Mm-hmm.
that is the science. She prayed and she asked her Christian sisters to drop by. Make sure that we don't go to the riverside and get drowned. Make sure that we don't follow my peers who were sometimes
Doing things they shouldn't be doing.
exactly.
And so, was your father in the same position as your mom, working often and things like that?
Dad would go to other provinces or parishes.
So he was
to
away a
work.
lot too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing because sometimes you have both parents in the home and they're there, pretty much most of the times, and it doesn't always work out that well with the kids. It doesn't always work out. They go and do other things even though their guardian, their parents are right there.
That's why
So you must be very strong mentally and physically, emotionally, spiritually to have been able to just focus on your passion.
my father's absence was not always hurt. It wasn't always hurt because I get a chance to go and experience life
Got you.
the tough way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I became resilient. Even to this day, my aspiration is to become a worldwide committed singer who wants to commit my godly gifts to the service of mankind.
That's right.
So I got that vibe, that prayer.
The guidance.
Yes.
You were being pulled in a direction and you followed. You answered the call. Captain Love answered the calling. Okay? So, which is to pursue your purpose and your passions. And as hard as it might be in artistry to kind of get off the ground and, make a good living off of your artistry, a lot of times it's tough, right? How have you been throughout the years maintaining yourself based on, your artistry and still holding the passion? 30 years holding the passion. We already know we're here in Toronto. It's not the easiest for artists to make their way through the industry and be successful. It is tricky. So how did you, Captain Love, make that happen for yourself? We want to know the secret.
Okay. You see, I do have this urge to educate and motivate youths and young people. So I cannot give up now. And whatever I didn't achieve in those 30 years, they are beginning to come to fruition. Like my songs are being played on major radio stations around the world. That's a big thing.
Of course. Of course. Bless up, bless up, bless up, Captain Love. So what would you encourage the youth now to do that they're trying to get into the music industry or they're trying to pursue a passion within the artistry? I mean, like I said, it's not the easiest thing to do. We all have challenges, and that is a major challenge. What would your main advice be to a youth?
Find
Especially in today's world.
find a producer who believes in you. Very important. Some producers only want to get paid.
Right.
So even if it takes you longer, do not make any deals with producers who are in it just for the money. search and find a producer who wants to stick with you, who wants to be loyal, and then find a manager. While doing these things, make sure you learn to play at least one instrument. Make sure you get vocal lessons. Make sure that if you work $800 per week, put $200 towards your music.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah, invest in yourself and stay focused. You will get a call.
Did you hear that? One, producer, the production of your music. Make sure it's the right one that's just not there for the money, okay? And two, make sure that the person representing you that is going to find you, work, let's say, right, is loyal and dedicated to you and believes in you. So it's like the producer, the person producing your music should have a passion for your music. They should love it.
Exactly.
Basically. And your manager should know who you are and know what platforms will suit you and what platforms will not. So two vital, vital things. And I think a lot of people probably just, think, oh, management's management, producer's producer, and away I go. But I think it's all about, too, making connections. So along your journey, you must have made many connections with many different people in the industry.
Yes.
What were some of the pivotal points for you in your career? Challenging moments or things that changed your career or, your life or the way you do things or, just a pivotal moment for you?
Okay. Some years ago, I was working too hard. I was spending more time doing 9 to 5 and 5 to 10 overtime. And so I got distracted for 7 years.
Yeah.
But then my wife and my family said, Captain, remember that God give you a gift and talent.
That's why you're actually here.
So you have to use it in a professional manner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you have to shift.
I have to shift.
Because you get caught in life, right, where you're just like, okay, now I got to go to work, I got to, pay my bills and, everything else in between. But I love what I do, my artistry and my talents. I love it. But it's easy to kind of drown it out if you're so caught up in the everyday life and the challenges that we face from time to time. Life is like a wave, you got to ride it. So very important that you stay focused on your artistry and your passion so it doesn't die. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that, right? Because they're caught up in life, in the way life flows.
I don't want to be biblical, but many are called.
Chosen.
Only a few. Only a few will get through that.
Will answer the calling.
Will answer the call. Only a few.
So true. Unfortunate and sad, but it's the way of the world. So the few that are chosen and that do answer their calling will be happier. Their hearts will feel good. Even if they're not out there making hundreds and thousands of dollars. But you know what? Music as well can change people's lives. We all relate to different music. So I know you mentioned that you started out, one way and then you kind of converted. Tell us about the conversion, how that took place. I'm interested to know. And I'm sure you, the viewers, interesting to know what Captain Love, the conversions he's been going through throughout his career as a musician.
Okay. I was a Rastafarian. I got to know Bonnie Whaler. I spent some time with Bonnie Whaler, who promised to voice one of my earlier songs. I also spent some time with Aine Kamoze, who is a well-known artist. And I listened to Bob Marley since I was in high school. And on my binder, I put the immortal superstar. so
Mr. Bob himself. Legendary.
Legendary. So I got attracted to the Rastafarian faith, which um, I don't want to confuse the audience, but lots of the tenets I still um, practice. While digging deeper for spiritual fulfillment, I found Jesus Christ because I said to myself, if I only depend on myself and the spiritual leader of the Rastafarian faith, who himself is a man, I will fail.
Haile Selassie.
So I need spiritual guidance, which comes from the Holy Spirit. And so it didn't take me long to make the transformation over to becoming a Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay.
So I put my Saturdays aside to give God the glory. Hallelujah.
And that's how the conversion took place. Needing more spiritual, meaning to know the Most High,
Yes.
opposed to flesh. Hey.
You want me to get in that spirit?
Hey. Very nice. So tell me, do you have any projects that you're working on now? I mean, you got a lot of music out there, and, you know, we're definitely going to feature a few of your songs. So what do you have upcoming for projects? Anything you're working on new and fresh? Anything, you know, what's going on, Captain Love?
I do. I'm working on project, an album project with my production team, my production company, plus my management company. Both of us are working together. My manager, Ken Solomon from Hot Wax Blazing FM,
Whew.
he is working tirelessly to get me popular in Jamaica and all over the world. We would say he's gonna boss me, just like how Afro Live is gonna help me to get bigger and popular.
The voice of the continent.
Yeah. So sometimes my wife is saying, "You're always writing," because I'm working on new songs to compile this album for Hot Wax Blazing FM, Hot Wax Promotions Company.
I like it. I like it. So get ready to hear new music from Captain Love. Coming out. When do you put a date on that? What's your goal date to release the new music, or your album rather?
Early January.
All right. So just a few
20,
months, really.
yeah.
You know, we're already mid-year right now, so a few months away, and we're gonna have some more hits coming from Captain Love. Now, where does your music? Where can we stream your music? Where can we hear your music? Let us know all your platforms. Listen up.
Okay, so I'm on Spotify, I'm on Amazon, I'm on CD Baby, I'm on YouTube. If you Google Captain Love, my name will show, because I'm getting big.
You're already big. You're already big, Captain Love. Already big.
And my Instagram handle is at Captain Love Official. And my email is spaintownman at yahoo.ca. And my contact numbers are for shows and concerts. You can contact Hot Wax Promotions. My number 1-647-858-34
All right. I'm sure you heard that. It will also be, on the screen for you to view and jot it down. Make sure you go and follow Captain Love. It's been a pleasure to have you here on the Lola Lachey Lifestyle Show. Right here at AfroLiveFM.com. We urge you to go over and follow the platform as well as the show and as well as Captain Love because he has new music coming out in January there and about. So I'm sure you're going to want to hear that after hearing what he had to say after being in the industry for over 30 years. More music, more inspiration, more upliftment, and that's what we all need right now. So on that note, any last words, Captain Love?
Follow me on Instagram, and my Facebook is Mike Captain Love Haunton. All right? Power. Blessings.
More blessings. I am Lola Fayola. This is the Lola Lachey Lifestyle Show, the Afro-Caribbean Fusion podcast show where we are exposing local and international talent within arts and entertainment. And we are encouraging you to follow your dreams and answer your calling. Yeah!